I've never cared about politics in my whole life. What Trump is doing in the United States of America and the citizens is absolutely unacceptable. It won't affect me. I don't even give a shit. I'll be fine. But for the average American that has struggles every day, somebody in their family's sick, they're sick, they lost a job, they lost health care, Trump absolutely is pissing on the heads and in the face of every American. He has stolen more money and will steal more money by the time he gets out of office, more than every president in the last 250 years combined. Congress should fucking be held accountable, and Trump should be fucking thrown in jail. This is an absolute fucking sham. What he is doing to the United States and to the economy will never recover from it. The consequences will be felt for the next 50 years. He is digging us a hole so deep with his fucking corruption and his cronies' corruption and his lies and his bullshit. I cannot believe that we're fucking having to deal with this guy. I have never cared about what a president did. But this level of corruption is so over the top. I don't know how in the hell Congress is allowing this shit to happen. The guy's fucking making stock trades and 3 days later he's fucking spitting out the ticker symbol in speeches. It's fucking abhorrent. He's disgusting. He's despicable. The guy is a lying, cheating pig.
Donald Trump just put into law that he and his family cannot be audited by the IRS. He also sued his own government that he controls for $11 billion and won. And y'all wondering why I'm saying get into your villain era. Take on the villain mindset of no matter how crazy, how outrageous this sounds, I'm going to do what's best for me. Whatever it is that you want out of life, right? It doesn't have to be this old big goal that everybody sees. It could just be the life that you want. Be relentless. You got to be intentional about that. Why are you living without living the life that you want?
It's time for people to start waking up and start smelling the coffee, and you need to become as selfish as possible. You need to become all about you, because like I keep on telling you, like I keep on reiterating, the government does not care. Nobody around you care. That 9-to-5 job that you're working, they could give a flying F about you. You can drop dead tomorrow, and they're not even going to bat an eye. You need to become more about you. Just like the government is looking after themselves. I made a whole video about this. Come and check out the Patreon. I made a whole video about this. You need to be acting in the same way that the government is acting. They're acting in their own self-interest, right? They're doing business amongst themselves. They're trying to get as much money as possible for themselves. They are trying to save themselves. They are milking the money for themselves. The same thing with these corporations. I just seen a post not too long ago, actually last night. Shell Corporation, right? They have made record profits. Shell Corporation, I'm sure the rest of them have too. I'm sure Chevron has too. I'm sure Exxon Mobil has too. Shell specifically has made record profits during this Iran and United States debacle with the Strait of Hormuz. Record profits, right? Wherever there's chaos, somebody is making money. Wherever there is pain, somebody is making money. And guess what? People are making money off of your pain. People are making money off of my pain. Where can I get my share? This is how you need to be thinking. You need to be thinking, how can I get in here and receive my share? How can I get some money for all of this pain and suffering? Listen, I don't make the rules, right? I don't make the rules. The rules are just there. Actually, there's probably no rules at this point. Scratch that. There are no rules at this point, right? Following the rules is why the majority of Americans are in the predicament that they're in today. Following the rules. There are no rules. F the rules. Fuck the rules, right? The rules are not going to get you anywhere. Ladies, gentlemen, the rules are not going to get you anywhere. Work the traditional 9-to-5 for 20 years, right? Until you retire. That is going to have you laid off, right? That is going to have you fired, because Lord knows these corporations, they don't like to keep people too long. They don't like to keep older people especially, right? So they want to replace you as soon as they can, right? You got that big old 401k. They got to keep matching you. Oh yeah, they ready to let you go. Man, let's get this old timer up out of here. He up here soaking up all the money. He got about 6 weeks, 8 weeks of PTO, and he used all of his PTO too. He disappeared for about good 8 weeks. No, we got to get rid of Buddy. We got to get rid of him. No. Yes, this is how they think, right? And they don't care about your health. They don't care about your wealth either. Well, what's the saying? They're not going to pay you enough to be their neighbor. They're not. So why do we keep on thinking this? Why do we keep playing by the same old rules that has shown us time and time again that it does not work? The last time the rules worked was for the goddamn on boomers. That is the last time the rules worked. And it was a false sense of rules. Right? It was a false sense of rules, not even true rules. It was a small segment of time where that for that specific generation, it worked post-World War, right? It was just so happened to be post-World War. United States was extremely dominant because everybody else had been destroyed. Europe had fallen. North Africa had fallen, right? Japan was absolutely obliterated. China was nowhere near what it is today. So we were the leaders by default, right? Everywhere else, they were getting dang on ransacked for their resources and dang on. Listen, we were winners by default. So the boomers were the winners by default. They were able to attain the resources that they were able to attain by default. Now, welcome to the real economy. Welcome to the Wild Wild West, baby. This is the Wild Wild West. No rules apply. Sign on a dotted line. Welcome to death row. Welcome to death row. Because at the end of the day, right, all of the barriers, all of the boundaries, all of the gates, they have released the Kraken. Right? They have released a Kraken. And it's so sad that so many people are still walking around here delusional. Right? With no care in the world, with no idea in the world about what's going on. I'm paying close attention. You need to be paying close attention. Right? Every single law, every single legislation, every single speech, you need to be paying attention like this. Because the moment you miss something, the moment you blink, they pass something that you don't even, it happens so fast. Next thing you know, Bitcoin is at $3 million. You looking like, y'all want to do this shit to me? Y'all gonna do this shit to me? Right? Stop missing. Stop missing. You need to start shooting for the stars. You need to start giving your all to whatever it may be. As long as it's putting some money in your pocket and you're able to maneuver and you're able to eat, put a shelter over your head, you need to start doing what it takes. Many people are not doing it what it takes. And a lot of people are going to get smacked upside the head with a brick because people still think that they're safe. Americans live in this illusion of safety, right? Because we've been the dominant force in the world for quite some time. We've never been challenged until now. Well, we've been challenged, but we've never been challenged until now, right? Everything that we believed in, everything that we thought was the norm is being challenged. White collar jobs are projected to disappear over the next 18 months. I'm going to say that one more time. White collar jobs are projected to disappear over the next 18 months. And if you think this is fear mongering, just go and bury your head in the sand. Please go far away. Go far away because y'all still think this is fear mongering. If telling the truth, if making you aware of what's going on is fear mongering, bro, you're out of luck. You're out of luck. 18 months. 18 months. And somebody put in the comment section that because I said, 3 to 5 years, right? Could be shorter, in between, whatever. But 18 months, I wouldn't have thought that short. I wouldn't have thought it would be just 18 months. But what do I constantly tell you? When technology is getting better, technology is getting better. Which means that it can fix itself. It can think for itself, right? It doesn't require as much downtime as it once did, right? So it's steadily speeding up. It's steadily improving because the data is there. The analytics are there, right? They don't have to wait years anymore. Now they can pull data just like that, ASAPidly. So the question is, what is Americans? What are Americans going to do? What are you going to do? Because if you're sitting around waiting on Uncle Sam's sitting around waiting on you. And he ain't waiting for you to do better. He waiting on his tax money. So let that sink in. He waiting on his tax money. He ain't waiting for you to do better. So what's it going to be? Because the 9 to 5 is not here to stay. Your pension is not here to stay. Right? Y'all better get a move on. Because I'm telling you right now, this issue is about to get ugly. This issue is about to get ugly. And nobody's going to see it coming. Because you still have so many people distracted with their daily lives, rightfully so, you know. People get distracted with the kids. People get distracted, you know, with life. People get distracted, you know, just doing everyday stuff. People get distracted with stress. People get distracted with all kinds of things. So, yes, I understand why so many people, you know, are just, you know, not able to pay attention to the daily news or pay attention to the economy in a sense of trying to discover how can they, you know, maneuver and how can they land on their best footing. I understand. But you're going to have to force it. You're going to have to force yourself to pay attention. You're going to have to force yourself to move. Because if not, they're going to force your ass to move. And it's better if you force yourself rather than them. Because when they do it, oh, you're not going to like it. When they do it, they just keep raising prices. When they do it, they just keep raising your property taxes. Mm-hmm. When they do it, they just continue to raise inflation. Right? When they do it, they continue to make your life harder. That's when they do it. So it's better if you do it. It's better if you go ahead and jump ship before the Titanic hit the iceberg. Because we're headed for that iceberg. Whether y'all like it or not, we're headed for the iceberg, man. That's exactly where we're headed. And when we finally hit, there's going to be a lot of people without life jackets. There's going to be a lot of people when that initial hit, when we have that initial hit, there's going to be a lot of people who go down with the ship. They're going to disappear as soon as impact hits. Because a lot of people are not prepared. People think that this is fear-mongering. This is not fear-mongering. This is awareness. This is what I call awareness. If you have an ear, if you have an eye, let thy see and let thy hear. That's if you care about yourself. That's if you care about your family. That's if you care about your well-being. Right? Another thing, which I got to understand is, America is the land of business. It's not the land of what's the best interest of the employee. America's the land of business. It's not the land of culture. It's not the land of fun. It's the land of business. People come here because they want to do business. People come here because we still have the easiest markets to become millionaires, billionaires, upper middle class. We still have those opportunities here. But they're only reserved for the people who are going to put in the mother flipping work. And unfortunately, most people are not willing to put in the work, including Americans themselves. Americans don't want to put in the work. So yeah, when other people come over here, they putting in 100 times the work. And guess what? They're getting 100x. This is the land of business. Stop looking at this as some kind of home. Stop. I don't care if you grew up here. I don't care how long you've been here. I don't care. I was born and raised in. I don't give a damn. I don't care. Nobody cares. The government don't care where you born and raised at. Nobody care. Treat America like a business. Not a home base. Not any of that. Treat America like a business. Because that's exactly what it is. And that's exactly the relationship that America is letting you be known. This is a business relationship, buddy. We don't care about none of that. We don't care about the food you can't afford. That's on you. Your housing you can't afford. That's on you. It's strictly business, buddy. It's strictly business, buddy. Treat it like business. Find somewhere else to call home. I'm not leaving out. Listen. Do what you will with that information, right? I'm just telling you how it is. You can go and live in, the boondocks or wherever else you want to live and watch the place go up in flames. Listen, I don't care. I'm just telling you, right? You best to start getting on your business. And if you want to understand and want to learn more knowledge, if you want to figure out how you can better leverage yourself in this current time, listen, check out the Patreon, hit that link in the description. We're teaching AI. We're teaching how to leverage your location. We're teaching how to build websites. We're doing all kinds of things over there. And if you want to take it a step further, join the Inner Circle. This is a high-level group full of like-minded individuals who are headed in the same direction. Listen, the After Pill is the ideology. The Escape Blueprint is the framework. And PFP Life is how you should live in purpose, in freedom, and in power. Hit that link in the description. Come and join the Patreon. Come and join the Inner Circle if you're serious and if you're ready for a change. I'll see you guys over there. Peace.
I built a life. I built a family. I worked my hands raw to get here. And I'm not done. This is the Escape Blueprint. PFP Life. A way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The Escape Blueprint, PFP Life.